He wants to ski because kids are like his favorite snack. Especially when I wear blue, so.
I would literally like
Alright. So yeah, first two, they're the only non-venomous snakes in there. So we can start with the fun stuff, venomous snakes. Obviously, before I bring out a venomous snake, I have to say, don't try this at home. Technically, I am a trained professional, according to Facebook. Facebook's never wrong. But this guy's kind of cool. It's actually one of my favorite kinds of venomous snakes. It's native to Southeast Asia. It's called the mangrove snake. There it is. Pretty cool. It's kind of gray. He's actually going into shed right now, so a little duller color than he usually is. But there he is. And like I said, this guy is venomous, but he is rear-fanged venomous. So I'm sure you can assume by the name his fangs are at the back of his mouth. So being rear-fanged venomous, these guys are not the best at injecting the venom, because I'm sure you can assume if they want to use those fangs, they have to bite and chew. Now because it's such a slow method, a lot of these snakes will actually use constriction to kill their prey, mostly just to hold down the animal. And weird enough, most rear-fanged venomous snakes out there are harmless. I'm sure most of you don't know South Dakota has a rear-fanged venomous snake. It's called a hognose snake. They're really cute. They get like 2 feet. If you scare them, they play dead. And they flop on their back and stick their tongue out. They're cute. People have pets, right? That being said, there are some rear-fanged venomous snakes that are really deadly. A really good example is the boomslang. It's just native to Africa. If you get bit by a boomslang, you start bleeding from every hole in your body. Your eyes, your ears, your nose, your mouth, your fingertips, your toes, everything else, right? It's really bad. Now, the boomslang bite is so bad, we're the only public place in the country where you can see that snake. It's kind of cool. It's like a jet black color. But really, that just kind of tells you how dumb we are. Right? It's not the worst thing we have, unfortunately for me. Now that being said, this snake, nobody's ever died from the mangrove snake, and I don't want to be the first. That would be really embarrassing. But you will be happy to know we have had bites from the mangrove snake at the show. And when somebody gets bit at a show, again, everybody loves it. Everybody says it's the best show they've ever seen. Everyone whips out their phones, they video and laugh, and nobody gets help. Nothing like that, right? But I have a funny story for you guys, because we did have a bite last year, and it was hilarious. Okay? This guy who got bit, it's like the biggest, dumbest guy you've ever seen. Okay? He's kind of a meathead. I don't know why he works here. But he's up here doing a show just like this. Snake's tail on his left hand, head off to the right. Somehow, from down there, that snake reached up and bit this guy in his left hand up here. Okay, how that happens, I don't know. And again, this guy's really dumb. Okay. Now, within like 10 minutes of this guy, after this guy got bit, okay, his hand was huge. It was twice its original size, purple, black, leaking pus everywhere. You could squeeze it and shoot juice to the back row of the audience. Yeah, but I'm okay now, so.
he was going for you.
There he is. Kind of cool. Oh, and then the worst part is the next week after that, I got bit by an alligator. I don't know why I work here. Alright. That makes sense. Yeah, nobody's ever died from him. Next guy is the first potentially deadly snake that I have. Weird enough, this is also the first one native to the U.S. If you've been to the southeast, like Florida, Texas, Carolinas, Louisiana, that kind of thing. You've heard of this guy. So this guy, he's a semi-aquatic pit viper, and again, I'm sure you know who he is. It's called the cottonmouth. Some people also know them as the water moccasin, same thing. There he is, just a cute little guy, right? All right. Cottonmouth, really friendly snake. But like I said, this guy's a viper. A lot of people don't know. All the venomous snakes in the U.S., excluding the coral snake, are vipers. Includes like rattlesnakes, copperheads, cottonmouths. Now, the thing about vipers, they have giant fangs. And I just saw them. This snake's fangs are probably like 3/4 of an inch long. So they're big. They're so big, they actually have to fold to the top of his mouth, or else they'd stick out to the bottom of his face. Now, because his fangs are so big, this makes it so he doesn't actually have to bite onto his prey. You know, like the last guy, if he wants to use his fangs, he has to actually latch on. All that guy does is he opens his mouth, extends his fangs out there, reaches out, barely pokes the prey. Tiniest little scratch, the venom's injected, right, kicks back, relaxes, waits for the venom to do its thing, and eats his little kid. And they are really, really fast. Yeah, as you can tell, really fast. Very explosive. Now I say all this, and I know he might seem pretty intimidating. Thankfully, this snake's not that dangerous. We're kind of lucky. The last death from the cottonmouth was 1971. A little over 50 years ago. Which kind of surprises people. Because again, we got a reputation of having a very bad attitude, as you can tell. And how many of you guys have actually heard of or seen a cottonmouth? I'm sure a lot of you. Yeah. So like I said, they have a reputation. And I have heard every story under the sun and how they chase people and dive bomb people out of trees and chase you in the water. I had a guy one time tell me he came across him in the swamp, chased him all the way out of the swamp, down the road, chased him into his car, chased him down the interstate going 90 miles an hour, and followed him home, snuck into his bed, bed him in his sleep. Funny stories. Terrible, so it made me laugh. But yeah, and as ridiculous as that seems, I hear all kinds of stories like that. Thing about that, snakes literally cannot be mean. They don't have the brain capacity to have those complex emotions. What this is, people are mistaking this snake for defending himself for being aggressive. These snakes are not like a rattlesnake where they have a rattle to tell you where they are. So what they do is they flash their cotton white mouth and makes them look big, scary, and intimidating to scare away predators, right? Just like he's doing right now. Right? And it works when he does it. Of course, when I want him to do it, he doesn't. Yeah. Anyway, very effective. But then you can tell once I kind of walk away, that snake doesn't want anything to do with me. Completely ignores me, right? Turns away, walks away, probably hates me too. And that's just how you know it's a girl. Yeah, I know. You did that. There we go. Alright. And like I said, a little over 50 years since someone died from that snake. Fortunately, not very dangerous. That being said, we're going to the very other end of that spectrum. We're going to talk about the guy who kills everybody. And this next one's the most dangerous snake that I have. It's kind of everyone's favorite kind of venomous snake, too. But this is also a question I get a lot at the snake show. A lot of people like to ask, what is the most deadly snake out there? And it's a really hard question to answer. There's a lot of different answers out there. The snake with the most toxic snake venom and the snake who kills the most people every year. We have both. If you don't know, the snake with the most toxic venom is my ex-girlfriend. That's my favorite joke. No, it's called the inland taipan. We have several of them. So the inland taipan, that snake is very deadly. It actually takes about 1 milligram of their venom to kill a person. Milligrams, like you could take a chocolate M&M and chop it into 1,000 pieces. One piece will kill you. So this is very deadly. They will inject like 100, 120 milligrams in one bite. But, on record, only one person has ever died from the inland taipan. Because of that, people don't really think it's the deadliest. So instead, people think it's this guy. And you've all seen this snake. Again, probably the most famous kind of venomous snake out there. It's called the monocled cobra. Say hi, buddy. There he is. That's why it's in the box. There it is. And yeah, cobras, obviously the coolest part about cobras is the hood, and you saw it there for just a second. There you go. Weird enough, all that hood is, he has elongated ribs in his neck, right? You can see the venom on the glass now. But it does that again, just like the cottonmouth. Makes him look big and scary. And kind of what they're known for. It works. Because of this snake, I always bring like, 4 or 5 pairs of underwear to work. Just in case. And for a couple reasons, honestly. One, this snake's venom literally rots your flesh. I watched a video of a guy who got bit in his stomach by one of these snakes and he survived, but it rotted a hole all the way through to his intestines. You can see his guts and stuff. It's cool. It's like you get a second belly button. It's funny to me. But also, unfortunately, this snake is responsible for about 20,000 deaths a year. 20,000 deaths is 4 times as many bites the U.S. has a year. I know everyone freaks out about cottonmouth rattlesnakes, whatever. Again, we rarely have a venomous snake death, like 1 on a bad year, so we're pretty lucky. But again, this guy very deadly. It's exactly why he's in the box. I do not get paid enough to take him out of the box for a show. Because the last guy who had him out, this is all that's left of him. So, very deadly. It's kind of anticlimactic. Didn't put it up very good, but whatever. If you guys do want to see other cobras, we have several. We have Samar spitting cobra. We also have a brand new, 13-foot king cobra we just got in the mail. USPS in case you're wondering. Right. Put it back in the box. Turn around. Turn around. There you go. Perfect. Alright. No, and he's coming back. Hey, in the box. In. Bad dog. Whatever. He'll figure it out. Alright, split him back. And then the last one, this is usually the one everyone wants to see at the snake show. We do get a lot of tourists here, and so if you're not local, obviously you want to know what kind of venomous snakes we have in South Dakota. So we always like to show this guy, also because they are, weird enough, really secretive. I talk to like tens of thousands of locals a year, we never see one. It's kind of weird. So again, so I like to show him. But I'm sure you know who this guy is. And he's just a cute little guy. It's called the prairie rattlesnake. Oh, buddy. Yeah. Cute little bud. And look, he's excited to be here. Wagging his tail and everything. Come on, that was good. But also rattlesnakes, again, I like to bring these guys out here. But obviously the coolest part about the rattlesnake is the rattle, that's the name. And we all know what you get when you come up to this snake and count the number of segments on his rattle, right? Yeah, you get big. So it's kind of a weird wives' tale I hear a lot. I know people think you get the age of the snake by the segments on his tail. Weird enough, he gains a segment every time he sheds. And in a wild snake, he can shed anywhere from once to like 12 times in a year. And also, weird enough, the rattles is made of the same stuff as your fingernails, it's dried keratin. So when they get big, they'll fall off and regrow. So, no real way to tell the age of a rattlesnake like that. And like I said, it's probably the most common myth. But like 90% of the things you hear about snakes are almost always wrong, unfortunately. Just to debunk one about rattlesnakes, I hear a lot. I know people think bull snakes eat rattlesnakes. It's completely untrue. We have both interdisciplinary seriously don't. Yeah, lots of wives' tales. That being said, because there is a lot of confusion about these snakes, there is a lot of questions. I'm sure you can all assume the most common question about the rattlesnake: what do you do if you hear one? If you're hiking, whatever. I saw one like 2 weeks ago when I was hiking. It's a good question, and I used to love to ask this to the audience because I've heard lots of fun answers. Run, scream and run, push your friend out first and then run. It's really common. That's what I would do. But the best answer I've ever got is from a little girl. She was like 6. She was tiny. She was really cute and really polite too. She was sitting up front, and she came up and raised her hand and told me, when you hear that sound, that you should stop, drop, and roll. Don't do that. Unless the snake's on fire, do not do that. So yeah, and really the only answer to this is if you hear a rattlesnake, all you should do, and I know this seems kind of goes against what a lot of people do, all you do if you hear that is freeze. Okay, you'll notice once I stop moving, that's when he stops rattling. Right, you have to imagine, we're giants compared to this snake. So when you're moving around, that's very intimidating to him. It's dangerous, and he has to defend himself. Right? So you just want to freeze, find him, and then you can scream and run all you want. And you see how close I am. So if you're 4 or 5, 6 feet away, you're perfectly safe. But I'm sure there's a lot of you who probably prefer like 4, 5, 6 miles away from the rattlesnake, right? I do say that though, and then I do know people don't like rattlesnakes, and again, I've heard every story out there. I know people do kill them all the time. It's whatever. For those of you who do, I'm sure you don't know, these snakes can bite up to 8 hours after they've been decapitated. Lots of bites happen that way. One, they are still alive for a lot of that time, and two, it is just reflex. So again, lots of bites. And then, also a lot of people don't understand how crucial he is to the ecosystem. He's all kinds of rodents, like mice, rats, voles, prairie dogs, again, little kids, all that kind of stuff. And honestly, they're cool and very interesting from a distance, especially in a controlled environment, not necessarily up here on the end of your toe, right? And there it is. And in case you're wondering, it's pretty close to full grown. Prairie rattlesnakes are not giant. They're not like eastern and western diamondbacks where they get 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 feet. I do hear lots of exaggerated reports of 5 or 6 foot long prairie rattlesnakes. Those always come from men. Right? We all know how well men can measure. But there he is, and again, he's just a cute little buzzer. Yeah. So one other thing here, I'm going to leave him out. And this is also the last snake that I have for you guys. But again, I'm going to leave him out. If you want to come get a picture or video of him, go ahead. But I'm going to bring the python back out. Again, let everybody pet the snake. And for those of you who thought I was joking, I'm not. We have cameras that will find you. Besides that, if you guys have any questions, again, feel free to ask. This is the end of the snake show. I really want to make sure you check out the alligator show. Again, the guy out there is really dumb, and I almost get bit all the time. It's really fun. Besides that, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the park, and thank you very much.
Can we go to the park? Oh.
Sorry.
Here, Mom. Get a picture.
Oh, it's right there.
What?
The snake.
What? One single time.
You want to touch a snake?
You want to touch the snake?
Okay.
Bring it out.
I don't
Oh,
want
you gotta
to.
go get him now. Come on.
That's a long one. I don't want to. That's a long line.
Oh, you sure you want to touch the snake?
Yeah?
Nobody's in line with you.
See that?
Oh, there you. Just do that, Michael. I don't.
And actually, we had a garter snake out here to kill a bull the other day, and it's just about the same size. Trying to eat it. I didn't see if he finished it. It's like a bull. It's like this big, and he's just a little tiny snake. It's just dragging his long. It's fun. Dane, kind of like the dog. Similar, spelled different, but yeah, you're welcome. No, so that the pupils, the way they're dilated is actually just it's where they live. You know, in the forest, there's a lot less light compared to out in the prairie, so it's just amazing. And honestly, if you're that close enough, you're gonna find out one way or another.
That's a good point. Yeah.
In the U.S., you know, the best way to tell if it's venomous is just to know what kind of snake it is, and that's honestly true everywhere. But
So just stay away.
I forgot how.
if you don't know what it is, just leave it alone. And
No, you want to touch him?
you saw he starts
Huh?
backing away from you. They don't really want anything to do with people. They're very shy.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Can you tell him that the grapes?
I wish I could have that, not you. You're stinky. Stop making noise. No, it felt squish.
It didn't feel like a rubber.
Oh, could we go there? No. Oh, that's what you took a picture of, right? What? The wanted? Yeah, no, that one. I know that. That's this one. The wanted criminal. No. Nah, Bill actually thinks I'm the wanted criminal. Yeah. I want to camp here. Wait, could you hold my phone? No. Hold my phone and no. Hello. Could you hold my phone and
Yeah, the bug that just flew on y'all. Let me see. Where's it at?
could you hold my phone?
Hi. Here you go, baby.
Ow. Could you hold my phone?
Are you recording?
Oh.
A what?
Rabbit.
A rabbit.
Where's the rabbit?
Right there.
Where's his phone? Hey, where's your phone? Oh.
Oh, that's how you dig. Oh. Hey, are you recording?
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna try to parrot. I want that parrot. Pause?
How do you pause?
Yes, not pause. Look. Don't do that. Look.
That's just 5 and under, baby. You're over 5.
Over the five? I'm not over the five.
Hey, let's go to the dome.
What?
We're gonna go to the dome now.
I guess
Huh?
I guess I'm a cameraman now.
I want to do something first.
Yo, aren't you gonna report to mommy?
I'm his cameraman now.
Aren't you commentate to her? Okay, we're walking to go see this dome now. Let's go.
Wow. I'm watching.
Do you want me to keep recording? Okay.
I'm not playing the game.
That's cool that they did that.
But I want to sit here for a second. There's something in my shoe.
Oh, that's pretty. Okay. Pause it a little bit. How do you pause?
It unpaused.
Wait. Oh.
Come on, let's go this way.
Look at this. It's a crocodile. Oh, that's it. Dolphin here.
Hey, let's go this way.
Wait, no, what? Wait. Look what's inside.
You know what that is?
Green anaconda. Let's see.
What is that?
We check what's in there.
No, baby, that's exit.
Oh.
Okay, go.
Hurry up, go get this stuff. It falls out of there. Come on, buddy.
Crocodile?
Oh, look, there's a frog. Oh, there's a frog.
Yeah, look at this little frog. That's what is a frog.
Right there.
Yeah, there's
Oh, look at the bird.
yeah.
Right here, look.
No, look at the one right there.
Where?
Look, one behind you.
Give
Oh.
my GoPro.
Follow me. I don't want to. Hello.
I know. Hey, it says don't touch the animals. Hey, look, 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 there's a lizard on the floor. You see it? Right there. Uh-oh. Go call Dada.
Dada. Look, come here, look. See? Come here.
Camouflage.
Here, look. Dada, come get a picture.
Baby, you're gonna miss it.
Dada, jump. Stop it. Yeah, like that.
Oh, ew. That's a big cactus.
Hey, sometimes they'll have snakes up top. Sometimes they'll be snakes up top. Yeah, find them.
Where? Ooh. That's a big one.
That could squeeze you down.
You know what maniac is? Big rocket like this.
Upstairs? We go upstairs then?
Yeah, outdoor.
No, this is your baby. Look, here, look.
Oh, sorry.
A snake. It's what?
I saw an orange one.
Look, it's right here. Look at this one. Pause it.
Oh, okay.
Do not click that button,
Okay.
Look up here. Look what's in here. It's a whistle. Look, it's a whistle. Whistle. I want to see this one. The one that whistle.
Hey, hold it there.
Put it in my bag.
Oh, this is like the size of the other
Hold on,
one.
baby.
Show.
Okay. Did it turn off? Let me see.
Okay.
Don't click that.
Okay.
And there's another big snake over here.
Come on, let it go. That's a midget faded golden snake.
Come on.
I like that one.
Look at the eyelash wrapper.
those?
Oh, they're
You want to get down there, Michael?
Those are the ones that we saw. I found it. I found it.
Oh, that's a cool
I found
one.
it.
Oh, that's Maniac.
I found it.
Yeah, that's the one they're talking about.
I literally found it. Oh,
Whoa, that's a big one.
That's Maniac.
no, that's I can see it.
His name is Maniac, baby.
Look up. Mommy, I want to take a picture of it. I want to take a picture. Where's it? Oh, it's like kind of like the crocodile movie. Like it's like the whole place is flooded and there's a big crocodile.
Oh, this one put it in the whole something favorite. Maybe though, you can put his phone
June.
here.
Oh, there.
Oh wow, he's big. What did he say? Like how much weight?
He's the second. He's 16 foot long. Second largest in the country.
Wait, who's the first largest?
I don't know, man. Look how big his feet are, though.
He look. One day he's gonna be bigger than Godzilla.
You know what they do? They just sit the water like that. Can't even tell you what's moving now.
Mommy, look. Mommy, look. This is how big the box she had to be kept in. I saw a python. And this is where he is. I saw a cobra.
He's from Australia.
Yeah, he's from Australia.
Okay, here. What?
Oh.
Nothing in here. There's more in the monsters over here.
Oh yeah, hold on. Stand right there. Let me